right, friends, we are ready for lesson 4.10. So chapter 4, lesson 10. You need to have your math book open to page 292. Okay. So today, friends, we are going to use our addition problem to help us solve math problems, and to help us solve the word problems that we have. Okay, so our directions for number 1 say to write a number sentence for the problem and then use a blank for the missing number, and then we are going to solve. So number 1 says that Carl sees 25 melons at the store. 15 are small and the rest are large. So how many melons are large? First thing I want to do is I want to ask myself, what am I solving for, or what am I trying to find? I'm trying to find out how many of the melons are large. So if I want to, I could draw a bar model. Maybe bar models help you, maybe not. Okay, I know that Carl sees 25 melons total. So that's how much my entire bar is worth. Okay, he sees 15 that are small and then the rest are large. So I need to know how many are large. So my math sentence might look something like 15 plus some number equals 25. Now I need to solve for my missing number. 15 plus what would get me to 25? 10. So 10 goes in the missing spot. I can put 10 in my bar model or my bar diagram, and then I also want to see 10 on the lines below for how many melons did he see. All right, number 2. 83 people went to a movie on Thursday. 53 of them were children and the rest were adults. How many adults were at the movie? So the question I'm trying to solve for is I want to solve for how many adults were at the movies. Okay, I know how many people went to the movie total. Okay, so friends, I have this addition sentence, right? Do I know both of my add-ins? No, but I know my sum. I know that 83 people went to the movies. Okay, and I know that 53 of them were children. So I know one of my add-ins, I'm solving for my missing part. 53 needs how many more to get to 83? I noticed that my ones are the same. I'm wondering if I could count by tens to solve. 53 to 63, 1 10, 63 to 73, 2 tens, 73 to 83 is 3 tens, and I know that 3 tens is the number 30. So there were 30 adults at the movies. All right, let's go ahead and let's turn to the next page, page 293. Okay. The directions here say that we need to write a number sentence for the problem, use a blank for the missing number, and then solve. Jake had some stamps. Then he bought 20 more stamps, and now he has 56 stamps. How many stamps did Jake have to start? What am I solving for? I want to know how many stamps Jake started with. Okay, some numbers that I heard was I heard that he bought 20 more stamps and that now he has 56. When I'm thinking of my addition sentence, I know that 56 is the total amount of stamps that he has. So 56 is going to be my sum. Okay. Jake started with some stamps. Do I know how many he started with? No, I have no idea. That's what I'm solving for. So I'm going to put my missing number at the beginning of my addition sentence. Okay. And I know that he buys 20 more and that he ends up with 56 total. I need to solve for how many stamps did Jake have to start with. Well, friends, what number would only need 20 more to get to 56? I could start out 20 and count up to 56. 20, 30, 40, 50. Took me 3 tens to get to 50. If I'm at 50, how many ones do I need to get to 56? 6 more. So Jake had 36 stamps to start with. Number 4, Braden's class went to the park and they saw 26 oak trees and 14 maple trees. They also saw 13 cardinals and 35 blue jays. Compare the number of trees and the number of birds that the class saw. Friends, this is a multi-step problem, which means that we're going to have to do more than one thing to get to the answer. Okay? Braden's class went to the park. Okay, they saw 26 oak trees and 14 maple trees. So 26 of one kind of tree and 14 of another kind of tree. That's important. The next thing that Braden's class saw was they saw 13 cardinals and 35 blue jays. Cardinals and blue jays are different types of birds. Okay, My job is to compare how many trees and how many birds the class saw. So underneath this very first line, I'm just going to put TREE. That's where my total number of trees are going to go. Underneath the next line, I'm going to write birds. That's where my total number of birds is going to go. Do I know my totals yet? No, I have to solve for my totals. I'm going to put 26 plus 14 together because that's going to equal the total number of trees that I saw. Go ahead and write your addition sentence. 6 plus 4 is 10. I've got to carry my 1, 10 over. 1 10 plus 2 tens is 3 tens. 3 tens plus 1 more 10 is 4 tens. That's how many trees they saw, so now I can write 40 on my line above trees. Now I need to solve for how many birds I saw. I see where he saw 13 cardinals and 35 blue jays. So this is what my math sentence will look like. I'm going to add my ones. 3 plus 5 is 8. Did I create a 10? No, I did not. So I can just add my 10s. And so I saw 48 birds. Now I need to decide, is 40 less than, greater than, or equal to the number 48? I already know that it's not equal. They're not the same number. Okay? Is 40 less than or greater than? Less than. And so this is what my less than sign looks like. Number 5. Amy needs about 70 paper clips. Without adding, circle 2 boxes that would be close to the amount that she needs. Okay? So Amy needs how many clips? She needs about 70. Friends, when I look through these, are there already some that I can cross out? Yep. I can cross out 70. Okay. I was supposed to circle 2 boxes. If I circle 70, I wouldn't need any others, right? 81 is too big. Okay. What else could I do? Okay. I am thinking that if she needs about 70, that I could say that 35 and 32 would get me pretty close to 70. Do you agree? Without adding. So if I'm just looking at the tens, 3 tens plus 3 tens, that gets me pretty close. That gets me to 60, right? Just like if 54 and 19, that would get me to, well, I know 5 tens and 1 10, that would be 60, so that might work too. Okay? So I could either say that 35 and 32 go together, or I could try 54 and 19. Remember, I'm not supposed to add. I'm trying to get close to that 70. Explain how you made your choices. How did you decide what went together? I added my tens and checked my tens first. All right, number 6. Mr. Walton baked 24 loaves of bread last week, and he baked 28 loaves of bread this week. How many loaves of bread did he bake in the 2 weeks? I'm trying to solve for how many loaves of bread he baked. I know that he baked 24 last week and 28 this week. Go ahead and write your math sentence. Your math sentence should be 24 plus 28. I'm going to add my ones. 4 plus 8 is 12. Now I'm going to add my tens. 2 tens plus 2 tens is 4 tens, plus 1 more 10 is 5 tens. He baked 52 loaves of bread. Okay. Number 7. Denise saw these bags of oranges at the store. Her first bag, she saw it had 10. The second bag has 14. Third bag has 12. Last bag has 11 oranges in there. Denise bought 26 oranges. Which 2 bags of oranges did she buy? You need to draw me a picture or write me a math sentence to show me how you solve the problem. Go ahead and pause right now. I know that Denise has to get 26. I first started by looking at my tens. All of my numbers have a 1 in the tens place, so that's not helping me. So I know that I need to have a 6 in my ones place. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check through my ones. 0 ones, 4, 2, and 1. I know if I put 4 and 2 together, that's going to get me to 6 ones. And I know that 1 10 plus 1 10 gives me to 2 tens. So, Denise bought the 14 bag and the 12 bag. Explain how you found the sum of numbers that have a sum of 26. I checked the ones because my 10s were all the same, right? All right, friends, that is it for the whole group portion. Go ahead and let's find your homework and go check out the next video for me to read.